Samay sir, good afternoon. Ravi Babu sir, good afternoon. See the straight line topic. I have divided it into 8 different concepts, or rather, in the synopsis, or as far as our video lessons are concerned, I will take straight line in 8 different parts. The first part, what I have taken, is the definition, slope or gradient, and the different forms of the straight line. Different forms of the straight line, it consists of 6 different forms. 6 different forms. In the 6th form, you will get one more form, which is of course derived from 6th form only. So I can say 6 different forms. Let us understand what are the different subtopics of straight line. Different subtopics of straight line. Different subtopics of straight line. First one, what we are taking. First one, what we are learning today is this one. That is C1, concept 1, definition. Good afternoon, Arun. Definition, slope or gradient, different forms. This is C1 we have taken. And yesterday, some viewers complained that these even printed letters are also not clear. But let me know how these are. Let me know how these are. Is it clear or not? Is it clear or not, please? Please respond. So C1, concept 1 of straight line, I have taken to be definition, slope or gradient, and different forms. And concept 2, that is in the next session, we're going to discuss angle between the lines, tan theta, parallel, perpendicular, and cos and the related conditions. C3, position of points and foot of perpendicular, image or reflection. C4, perpendicular distance. C4, perpendicular distance, distance from the horizon. And subtopic is distance between parallel lines, and later on area of parallelogram. C7, the centers of the triangle, which we have discussed, of course, in the previous sessions, centers of the triangle, but among them you have direct formula for centroid and incenter, but you don't have direct formula for orthocenter and circumcenter. Orthocenter and circumcenter we will be discussing using straight line concepts only. Using straight line concept only. Yash, good afternoon, Yash. So, these 4 centers again we will be discussing, among them prominently orthocenter and circumcenter. That is concept 7. And concept 8, miscellaneous, means based on this, all these subtopics, there will be questions. We will be discussing that. Now, to begin with, number 1 is the definition of a straight line. Definition of a straight line, particularly, it is a locus of a point in a specific direction. It is locus of a point in a specific direction is nothing but the straight line. Generally what happens, generally what happens, whatever the geometrical figure we take, whatever the geometrical figure we take, we will have its definition. We will have its definition in the verbal form. We will have its definition in the verbal form in plain geometry. Like you have the definition for circle. Circle, the definition, as you all know, the locus of set of points that are equidistant from a fixed point is always forms a circle. Similarly, the straight line, the locus of a point in a specific direction is a straight line. Or if there are 2 points forming a line segment, if there are 2 points forming a line segment and all the points on this line segment are lying on the same line, then it is said to be a line. Then it is said to be a line. Okay. And in fact, this will be extended to the plane. Plane definition also very much similar. Plane definition also very much similar. Like what? Choose 2 points on the plane. For example, this is a plane on which we are standing. These are the 2 points we have taken on the plane. The plane definition goes like this. Every point on the join of these 2 points, every point on the join of these 2 points also lies on the surface, then that surface is said to be plane surface. Very much similar to that. And that is the reason why every concept of straight line will be extended to the plane. Every concept of straight line will be extended to the plane of 3-dimensional geometry. Remember that. Plane of 3-dimensional geometry. Okay, now this is a definition of a straight line. Now, coming to the slope or gradient. But before that, we must know what is the positive direction and what is the negative direction. What is the positive direction? What is the positive direction? The positive direction is nothing but the anti-clockwise direction. The positive direction is nothing but the anti-clockwise direction. What does it mean? If the direction is reverse to the clock, it is said to be positive direction. This is called anti-clockwise direction. And unlike that, if the direction is measured along with the clock, it is said to be negative direction. It is nothing but clockwise direction. You will be surprised why mathematician has given anti-clockwise direction as positive direction and clockwise direction as negative direction. That is the greatness of the time. In fact, as the clock moves on, we think that the time is past, but our life is reduced. That is why it is reduction of our life. The clock is nothing but the reduction of our life. That is why it is negative. So anti-clockwise direction is positive direction. So even if you see the satellites that are the planets that are revolving around the sun, they also rotate in the anti-clockwise direction. They also rotate in the most of the planets. They rotate in the anti-clockwise direction. So what is that you have to understand? Anti-clockwise direction is always to be taken as the positive direction, and clockwise direction is always to be taken as the negative direction. Now, after this, the inclination. What is the inclination? Important concept here. Inclination. And I repeat, if you are not getting your doubts clarified through your chat box, whatever the doubts you post in the chat box, and if it is not sufficient, if you are still doubts in the live session, then you can call that number that is shown below the screen, which is 86992499, and you can join the doubts group and you send a request to that number, and I'll make you to join in that doubts group, and you can post your doubts in that one, and you can get the doubts clarified. Remember, if you get any doubt in the live session, I will attend that call 86992499. Okay, so inclination. What is the inclination? Inclination is the angle made by a line. The angle made by a line with x-axis in the positive direction. The angle made by the line with x-axis in the positive direction. Always see this. Always see this. How to count the angle here? This is not the inclination. This is not the inclination. So, what is that and how to understand? Rotate this x-axis till it reaches this line. Rotate this positive x-axis, rather I must say like that. Rotate this positive x-axis to reach the line, and hence it is said to be the inclination. That is said to be the inclination, remember. So, inclination of a line is the angle made by the line with x-axis in the positive direction. In the positive direction. Now, if you take another line like this, what is the inclination of this? How to count this inclination? It is also simple. Rotate this positive x-axis like this to join this. Then this is nothing but the inclination in this case. Understand? So, inclination is the line, inclination is the angle made by the line with x-axis in the positive direction. Then, I must define your angle. What is the angle? What is the definition of angle? You have learned in your lower classes itself. The angle between two rays. Angle between two rays is defined like this. Angle between two rays is defined like this. It is the amount of rotation. It is the amount of rotation that is to be made to coincide the ray OA with OB. It is the amount of rotation that is to be made to OA to coincide with OB. This is the amount of rotation. This is the angle. Okay? So, that's what is the angle here. So, after knowing the inclination, then we will be understanding the slope or gradient. You should not get confused. Both are same. Slope or gradient. What is the slope or gradient? In fact, slope is that much important. Further, slope is defined only for the straight line. Remember that. Then you will be surprised. Further, we will be learning slope of the curve also. Of course, you will be learning slope of the curve also. But the same slope of the curve is to be taught after converting it to the line form. What does it mean, If you take a circle, for example, what is the slope of the circle? Slope of the circle differs from point to point. And hence slope of the circle is to be converted to the line form. Only for the line the slope is uniform. So what happens, if you take a circle and if you want the slope of the circle at a particular point, then at that particular point we draw a tangent. Tangent is nothing but a line. So that is the importance of slope. The slope of a line is, how is it defined? It is denoted by M. It is nothing but the tangent of angle of inclination. Tangent means tan theta. Tangent of angle of inclination, or we can say it is a tangent of the angle made by the line with x-axis in the positive direction. Because I explained already inclination, I am using it. using the word directly. M is equal to tan theta. Now, M is equal to tan theta. If it is given, then with the knowledge of our fundamentals of two-dimensional geometry, whatever we have learned in introductory part, that by using that, we will convert it to Cartesian form now. We'll convert it to Cartesian form now. Like what? Like what? Let us take 2 points on the line. One is x1, y1. One is x1, y1. Other one is x2, y2. Other one is x2, y2. What does it mean? Instead of what I mean to say, instead of inclination, if you are given 2 points on the line, how to find out the slope of the line? Very simple, very simple. Now, let us construct a right angle triangle here by drawing a line parallel to y-axis, by drawing another line parallel to x-axis. This is nothing but 90 degrees. Let me say this as C. If this is theta, what is this angle now? What is this angle? This is theta, this is totally 180, it is 180 minus theta. Just understand please, it is 180 minus theta. Now what I need tan theta. So I'll find out tan of 180 minus theta. I'll write it here, tan of 180 minus theta. What is tan of 180 minus theta? Opposite side by adjacent side, that is AC divided by CB. What is AC here? What is AC here? Up to this height is y2. Just see this. Up to this height is y2, and this height is y1. This length is y1 minus y2. I need not have to tell you that because we discussed this part in the introductory part of two-dimensional geometry. This is y1 minus y2. The total height is y1. This height is y2. So this part is y1 minus y2. And can you tell me what is this total length x2? What is this part x1? So this is nothing but x2 minus x1. This is nothing but y1 minus y2. So divided by x2 minus x1. Divided by x2 minus x1. Now, what is tan 180 minus theta? Minus tan theta. Trigonometry, please. Is equal to y1 minus y2 by x2 minus x1. Implies slope. It's nothing but tan theta, you know. Slope is nothing but tan theta. Bring that minus to other side. It is nothing but y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 is another form of slope. y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 is another form of the slope. So slope is taken in two different forms. If the inclination of the line is given, we simply take it as tan theta. If the inclination of the line is given, we take it as tan theta. If 2 points on the line are given, x1, y1 and x2, y2, then slope is simply given by y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Just for, I don't want you to I don't want to give the formula directly and asking you to remember. That is why I derived it, understand. y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Similarly, after getting the line equation in the general form, general form of the equation of a line is taken as x plus by plus c equals 0. After me introducing all the different forms, we will be understanding the slope of the line. Slope of the line is the general form. The general form of the line equation is ax plus by plus c equal to 0. I gave you that in the locus itself. I gave you that line equation in the locus itself. At least one of a comma b not equal to 0. If both a, b become 0, there will be no variable term. That is why at least one of a comma b non-zero. Then this is, we call it as the general equation of the straight line. You will be understanding that. But for now, what I'm trying to explain you, slope will be taken in 3 different forms. 2 I have explained. 3rd one also I am explaining you. Now, if this line is intersecting x-axis, on x-axis which coordinate is 0? Y is 0. Everyone knows that. On x-axis y is 0. On y-axis x is 0. On y-axis x is 0. Let me make a fresh diagram here. For that one. This is x-axis, y-axis. This is the line. Now, what I am interested here, I am interested to get the point A, which is on x-axis. I am interested to get the point B, which is on y-axis. Now, put y equal to 0 here, please. Put y equal to 0. This becomes ax plus c equal to 0, and thereby this becomes minus c by a. Similarly, put x equal to 0 here. This becomes y is equal to minus c by b. This is minus c by b. We got 2 points now. Limits for theta is to be mentioned. Yeah, I'll do that. Yes, correct, you're right. See, you got 2 points now. Apply the same formula now. This is y2 minus y1. This is 0 plus c by b divided by slope here. I'll write it here itself. Slope is equal to, apply the same formula please. y2 minus y1, 0 plus c by b divided by x2 minus x1 minus c by a minus 0, which is nothing but after simplification, you will get it as minus a by b. So, slope is to be taken in 3 different forms. One is tan theta, other one is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, and this one is minus a by b. This is nothing but minus a by b. That is equal to coefficient of x divided by coefficient of y. So, slope is taken now in 3 different forms. First one is tan theta if the inclination is given, and second one is 2 points on the line are given, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, and if the line equation is given, it is minus a by b. This is what we have to understand. So, slope is defined in 3 different forms. Now, coming to the slope here. We use theta here, and Raghav sir is mentioning that we have to mention the limits of theta. Exactly, you have to mention the limits of theta there. Always remember, there are 2 lines here. These 2 lines are like this. Then we call these 2 lines as coincident lines. In that case, theta becomes 0. And now these 2 lines are like this. This angle is less than 90, more than 0. This angle is less than 90, more than 0. It is said to be acute angle. acute angle. Now the angle is like this. It is said to be right angle. Everyone knows. It is said to be right angle. So first one is 0. Second one is acute angle. Third one is right angle. And if it is more than right angle, it is between 90 and 180. It is between 90 and 180, which we call it as obtuse angle. Which we call it as obtuse angle. If it is like this, exactly opposite direction, this is in this direction, this is in this direction, then the angle between them is 180 degrees. 180 degrees. So what is the range we have got now? 0 less than or equal to theta less than or equal to 180. If the lines goes like this, again the same angle repeats. Again the same angle repeats, and hence the inclination here always lies between 0 and 180 degrees. Inclination here always lies between 0 and 180 degrees. Thank you, sir. Ravi Babu, sir. You reminded me that. So your theta, whatever we apply, lies between 0 and 180 degrees. Okay. Now this is about the slope of a line. Slope of a line. Now, let us come to different forms. So, what is the moral of the story here? Number 1, anti-clockwise direction is positive direction. Clockwise direction is negative direction. In the name itself, we have the meaning of it. Number 2, inclination. It is angle made by a line with x-axis in the positive direction. And tangent of inclination is nothing but the slope. M is equal to tan theta. And if 2 points on the line are given, then slope is nothing but difference of y coordinates by difference of x coordinates. Difference of y coordinates by difference of x coordinates. If you write from y2, denominator should also be written from x2. If you write from y1, denominator must be written from x1. You should not write as you like. So that's the reason why y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 or y1 minus y2 by x1 minus x2. Both are same. If the line equation is given, the general form of the line equation ax plus by plus c equals 0, at least one of a comma b non-zero, then the slope of the line is given by minus a by b. This is what about the slope or gradient. Slope or gradient of the line. Slope or gradient of the line. Now let us see the different forms here. Let us see the different forms. In the different forms, number 1 is slope point form. Slope point form. This is slope point form. What is slope point form? But before deriving all these different forms, what I'd like to tell you now, to write the equation of a line, you need 2 items in the data. Don't forget that. You need 2 items in the data. What are the 2 items and how it can be justified geometrically? For example, I have taken a point here, which is 1 item. Here our item is data. I am talking about the item means the data given is only 1 point. Then is it possible to write the equation of a line? Yes, of course. But you cannot write a unique line. Please. You will have infinitely many lines. Passing through a single point. So, in the data, if you are given only 1 point or 1 condition, then it is not possible to write the unique equation of a line. unique equation of a line. But you can write a set of lines, set of concurrent lines, because they are meeting at the same point. We'll get that in the further concepts. Set of concurrent lines. Now, if you are given 2 points like this, then you can have unique line passing through. You can have unique line passing through. So, what is that you have to understand? Whatever the problem you solve in straight line, topic, if you have to find out the equation of a straight line, you need 2 items in the data. There is no doubt in it. What are those 2 items? 2 points can be given. Slope point can be given. Slope intercept can be given. 2 intercepts can be given. And these 2 can be given as another conditions. So, while solving the problems related to straight line, you have to make it sure that you are given 2 items in the data. Very, very basic point. I'll extend it if you want. See here. Similarly, for a circle, if you are given 1 point, through 1 point, how many circles will be passing through? Infinitely many circles will be passing. These are the circles. I'm not completely drawing it. Just for understanding sake. How many circles are passing through? Infinitely many circles. So, to write a unique circle, 1 item in the data is not sufficient. That is, 1 point on the circle is not sufficient. Let us take 2 points here. One circle, another circle, another circle, another circle, one more circle. How many circles are there? Here also you have many circles, infinitely many circles. Okay, so if 2 points are given also, you cannot write a unique circle. So, if 3 points are given which are non-collinear, remember, 3 points are given which are non-collinear, then you can have unique circle passing through. 1 point, 2 points, 3 points. Through these 3 points, you will have unique circle passing through. So, to write the equation of a circle, you need 3 items in the data. What are the 3 items? 3 points, 2 points and 1 condition, 1 point and 2 conditions, or all 3 conditions. This is the broad understanding in solving the problems. Whenever the problem is consisting of only 2 items given, then you have to understand that the data is insufficient. In some paragraph questions also, this concept can be used. Similarly, for parabola also 3 items needed, for ellipse also 3 items needed, for hyperbola also 3 items needed. This is what we'll be understanding. Now, what is the context here? The context is about the straight line. In the straight line also, if you want a unique straight line, you need 2 items in the data. 3 non-collinear points. How many? 1 circle. Yes, only 1 circle. 3 non-collinear points. How many circles will be there? Only 1 circle will be there. If they are collinear points, only 1 line will be formed, not a circle. Now, slope point form. For a better understanding what I'm doing here, I'm just a few steps, 2 steps to derive it. This is x-axis, y-axis, a line equation is needed. What is the data given with respect to this line? Slope is given, whose slope is m, and slope point form, a point is given a, x1, y1. See, generally, I explained to you while I was discussing the topic locus. anywhere throughout the two-dimensional geometry or three-dimensional geometry, whatever, the question should be given like this. Find the equation to the locus of a straight line. Find the equation to the locus of a straight line. Generally, that locus is common everywhere in the questions. That word locus is removed. Here also, you don't forget that we are finding the equation to the locus of a straight line for which slope and points are given. Whenever you are finding the locus, you have to take a general point on it. General point on the line. General point on the line. What does xy represent? Very important. What does xy represent? Xy represents every point and any point on the line. What does it mean? Xy represents every point and any point on the line. Every point and any point on the line. So we have taken such a point on the line. Now, M is nothing but slope, you know. M is nothing but slope. 2 points on the line are there. 2 points on the line are there. x1, y1, x2, y2. For example, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So, it is y minus y1 by x minus x1. M is equal to y minus y1 by x minus x1. Now, the final formula, which is slope point form, is nothing but y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. Number 1. This is number 1, please. Slope point form. Slope point form. Final formula, y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. Y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. Number 2, we are not going to derive the second one. We will be using this only because it is nothing but 2-point form. What is 2-point form? And I mentioned it generally. You need 2 items in the data. Don't forget that. So 2 items are the slope point. Here also 2 items. What are the 2 items? 2 points. So what are the 2 points here? What are the 2 points here? On the line, one is x1, y1. Other one is x2, y2. Okay, now a point is x1, y1. Instead of slope, you are given another point. What is slope of AB here? What is slope of AB? y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. What is slope of AB? y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So replace m with this one and rest all same. Y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. That's all. This is the second form. This is the second form. 2-point form. 2-point form is y minus y1 is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 into x minus x1, and slope point form is y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. Y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. These are the 2 different forms of the straight line. Now third form. Third form is very important form and frequently used. Slope intercept form. What is this? Slope intercept form. Again, slope intercept form means here also you have 2 items in the data. What are they? Slope is there, intercept is there. Slope is there, intercept is there. But which intercept it is? What is the meaning of intercept? What is the meaning of intercept? You will understand that. You will understand that now. This is y-axis. This is x-axis. Now, a line is like this. A line is like this. What is a line equation? What is a form? What is the name of this form? Slope-intercept form. That means you are given slope here. You are given slope here, and you are given y-intercept here. This is denoted by C, please. That is denoted by C. What is that? Y-intercept, please. Y-intercept is given by C. So, what is the meaning of intercept? If a line is intersecting y-axis at a point, then its distance from the origin is nothing but the intercept. The length between the origin and this point of intersection is nothing but the intercept. Similarly, x-intercept is also defined. Now, what is this? Slope-intercept form. Slope is already there. Now, when it is intersecting at a distance c units on y-axis, which is 0, x coordinate 0. And what is this length here? C. So, the point is 0, comma c. Again, it has come to this form only. Again, that has come to that form only. Slope point form. Instead of x1 y1, write 0, comma c. Instead of x1 y1, write 0, comma c. So, what is 0 here? This is 0. What is this one? C. So, y minus c is equal to m into x minus 0, which is y is equal to mx plus c. So, y is equal to mx plus c is nothing but the slope-intercept form. Y is equal to mx plus c is nothing but the slope-intercept form. But very, very important thing that is missing, or even by the student and even by the faculty, is that this line is not a universal line. This line is not a universal line, but it is a non-vertical line. Remember that. What does it mean? This line, strictly you remember that this is a non-vertical line. Yes, are you there? I'm totally teaching in English, and जब मैं नॉर्थ इंडिया में टीच करता हूँ तब हिंदी में भी बात कर सकता हूँ, हिंदी में भी बोल सकता हूँ. If you are comfortable in English, there's no issue at all. If you are not, if you get any doubt somewhere in my lesson, then without any hesitation you ask me. I'll explain you that. Even in Hindi also. Okay. So, y is equal to x plus c is a non-vertical line. Very, very important thing. Why is it so? Why should we take it as non-vertical line only? The reason is m is placed here. If this m, the line is parallel to y-axis. If this line is parallel to y-axis, what happens, if this line is parallel to y-axis, what happens, its slope is undefined. So the undefined quantity cannot be placed here. Then you must ask me one thing here. Sir, when you are saying that, it represents a non-vertical line here, m. But in this case, what about this? Here, m, if you have 2 points, what happens? Those 2 points, you may be getting numerator 0 or denominator 0, you will be knowing that. But in the beginning itself, if you assume it as y is equal to mx plus c, the final answer or the final line to be found out is a vertical line, then you don't get that answer. If you consider or if you assume the line as y is equal to mx plus c, if you don't know, if you know that it is a non-vertical line, you can take it. Excuse me. If you know that it is a non-vertical line, you can comfortably take it, because this line is this form is used everywhere in the derivations further. Everywhere in the derivations further, provided it is a non-vertical line. If it is a vertical line, you should not take it. And I will explain you, and I will justify that through a problem. Then you will better understand it. Okay. What are the three different forms now? Number one, slope point form. Y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. Number two, 2-point form. Y minus y1 is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 and x minus x1. Number three, slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form, y is equal to mx plus c. Note is that it should be a non-vertical line. It should be a non-vertical line. If it sometimes if you start by taking, sometimes if you start by taking y is equal to mx plus c, and if your final answer is to be a vertical line, then you don't get that result. Then in that case, how the line is to be taken, I'll explain you that. Roy Babu sir is saying you tell line equation for x-intercept is given. Line equation when x-intercept is given. Okay. Now fourth form here, 2-intercept form. It is 2-intercept form. What does it mean by 2-intercept form? 2 intercepts are given in this case. See, this is y-axis, this is x-axis, for which the x-intercept is OA, y-intercept is OB, and this length is given to be A, this length is given to be B. Just check it out. Length of x-intercept is A and length of y-intercept is B. This is what given. Then how to find the line equation? Very simple. We'll be applying 2-point form only. Because this length is given to be A 0. This length is 0, comma B. You can have other derivations also, but we don't need it. We can straight away do that. So substitute here. This is x1 y1. This is x2 y2. This is x1 y1. This is x2 y2. Y minus y1. Y minus 0 is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Y1 minus y2 by a minus 2. Into x minus y minus x minus a. Let us simplify that. There is a standard form for this, and we will be simplifying that. This is ay is equal to minus bx plus ab. Implies bx plus ay is equal to AB. Divide throughout with AB, please. X by A plus Y by B is equal to 1. Fourth form, please. X by A plus Y by B is equal to 1. This is a derivation, we use this. So what is that we did? In all the 4 derivations, we use the first form only. What is the first form? Slope point form. What is the slope point form? Y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. In the second form, 2-point form, we replaced m with y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. In the third form, we used again the slope point form only. We got it as y is equal to mx plus c. Finally, also we have used the 2-point form, and we have got the answer to be x by a plus y by b. is equal to 1. X by A plus Y by B is equal to 1. These are the 4 different forms to the equation of a straight line. And after that, we will have normal form. Next, normal form. Next, symmetric form. From symmetric form is very, very important. Symmetric form is very, very important in almost in every previous engineering question papers. In a straight line, that concept is used more, symmetric form. That is why these two forms I'll be discussing after doing some problems based on this. And 2 more points that are to be remembered. I discussed already in the introduction itself. That is the line which is parallel to x-axis. The line which is parallel to x-axis, what is its form? If a line is parallel to x-axis at a distance of some a units, then it is nothing but y is equal to a. Why is it y is equal to a, you know? Why is it y is equal to a, you know? Whatever the distance you take here, the distance is measured vertically. That is on y-axis. And hence this line equation is y is equal to a. Remember. And if a line is parallel to y-axis, and is at a distance of b units, from y, then its equation is, it is measured on x, please. It is measured on x-axis horizontally. And hence its equation is x is equal to a. Its equation is x equal to b, please. X equal to b. This is the distance. X equal to b. Now, what is this point here then? Can you imagine what is this point here? A comma B. What is its point of intersection? A comma B. So, what is the conclusion here? The horizontal line and vertical line passing through the point A comma B or respectively, please, or respectively, horizontal line is this one. Y is equal to A and X is equal to B. Please understand that. The horizontal and vertical lines passing through the point A comma B or respectively y is equal to A and X is equal to B. And if I give you a point like this, minus 10 comma 7. What is the point given? Minus 10 comma 7. What is the horizontal line passing through minus 10 comma 7? What is a horizontal line passing through minus 10 comma 7? Horizontal line is nothing but y is equal to 7 and vertical line is nothing but x is equal to minus 10. Remember that. So vertical line is x plus 10 equal to 0. Horizontal line is y is equal to 7. This is what you have to understand. What that Srini Brothers is asking, why not BA? What is that, why not BA? This one you are talking about. Why not BA means whenever you take any point AB, the distance of the point AB from x-axis is B, the distance of the point AB from y-axis is A. This is B, this is A. That is why this is y is equal to A. This is y is equal to A, this one. Y is equal to A, and this is x is equal to B. X equal to B, vertical line and horizontal line. Is it correct or not? Vertical, horizontal. Let me check. One moment. X equal to A and Y is equal to B. Yeah. That's what we wrote wrong here. This is at a distance of B units, no? No, this is at a distance of, we wrote wrong here. This is at a distance of A units, this is at a distance of B units. And hence, this is Y is equal to B, this is X is equal to A. You're right, Srinivas. Y is equal to B, X is equal to A. Then in this case also it is Y is equal to B and X is equal to A. So X is equal to A is a horizontal line and Y is equal to B is a vertical line. Then what is the vertical line passing through this? X plus 10 equal to 0. And what is a horizontal line passing through this? Y is equal to 7. This is what you have to understand. Okay, so if a point AB is there, that's good, Srinivas. That's good. If a point AB is there, then what is the vertical line passing through AB? What is the vertical line passing through AB is nothing but X is equal to A. What is the horizontal line passing through AB is nothing but Y is equal to B. That was mistaken. So that's correct one. Now Y is equal to B and X is equal to A. Okay. Now Ravi Babu sir is saying tell line equation for x-intercept is given. That means only x-intercept is given. What is that you mean to say? Only x-intercept is given. Then it's not possible to write the line equation. You need two items in the data. Just let me clarify that, and I'll be clarifying that. Okay, now, so recap of all this. Number one, the definition. The locus of a point in a specific direction is nothing but the straight line. Number two, slope is taken in three different forms. Tan theta. What is theta? Inclination. What is inclination? It is the angle made by a line with x-axis in the positive direction. That slope is taken in three different forms. Tan theta when 2 points are given, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. When the line equation is given to be ax plus by plus c equal to 0, the slope is minus a by b. Okay, next, four different forms of the straight line. Number one, slope point form. Y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. Number two, slope point form is done. Slope 2-point form. Y minus y1 is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 and x minus x1. Number three, slope intercept form. Y is equal to mx plus c. Number four, two intercept form. X by a plus y by b is equal to 0, where a not equal to 0, b not equal to 0. Then it becomes undefined now. That is why a not equal to 0, b not equal to 0 in case of intercept form. And the equation of the horizontal line passing through AB, equation of the horizontal line passing through AB is y is equal to b, and the equation of the vertical line passing through AB is x is equal to a. Here you can discuss if you are given 2 points, if the x coordinates are equal, how the lines is, and y coordinates are equal. in two given points and how the line is useful in finding outbound circumstance. Okay, that I discussed in the introduction itself. What that sir is saying, when you are given the set of points, when you are given the set of points whose when you are given the set of points whose y coordinates are equal. For example, you are given a point like this, 2, 5. You are given a point like this, 4, 5. You are given a point like this, 3, 5. You are given a point here, minus 1, 5. You are given a point here, minus 3, 5. What is the commonality of all these points? For all these points, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Y is equal to 5 for all this. Then the line joining all these points is parallel to x-axis, and its equation is y is equal to 5. And its equation is y is equal to 5. Okay? And its equation is y is equal to 5. Similarly, if you have one more like this, it is 2, 1. It is 2 minus 2. It is 2 minus 5. It is 2 minus 7. Then the line joining all these is parallel to y-axis since its x-coordinates are same. 2, 2, 2, 2, and hence its x-coordinates are same, and its line equation is x equal to 2. Its line equation is x is equal to 2. This is what you have to understand. So, in a set of points, if the y coordinates are same, then the line is parallel to y-axis. In a set of points, if x coordinates are same, the line is parallel to y-axis. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, now let us see the problems on this one, and then we will move on to the two more different forms of the straight line. The normal form, number 2, that is fifth one is normal form, and sixth one is the symmetric form. Symmetric form, as I said, very, very important. We'll move on to that, and after working out the problems. You please tell me whether this document what I am going to open is clear or not, please. Clear or not? Arun, respond. Whether the document is clear or not. Yes. Sudhakar, namaste. If I zoom it, then I'm getting, it is getting out of the screen. Zooming is now 200%. Okay, now yes, the first question please. It's very simple. I need not have to tell you that. It's very simple. I need not have to tell you that. We are beginning with the simple questions first. First one, let us straight away write that equal intercept from the axis. The equation of the straight line which passes through the point 1 minus 2 and cuts off equal intercept from the axis. Equal intercept from the axis means x-intercept is a and y-intercept is also a. X-intercept is a. Y-intercept is also a. Then the line equation will be in the form of x by a plus y by a is equal to 1. Through which point it is passing through? Minus 1, 2. So what should it be? Minus 1 minus 2. So plus 1 minus 2 is equal to a, implies your a is minus 1. So the line equation is x plus y is equal to minus 1. So option C. Option C. Okay? I hope it is clear. Next question. Equation of the straight line making equal intercepts on the axis and passing to the point 2 4. Same repeated, I am not doing that. In the equation y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. If m and x1 are fixed and different lines are drawn for different values of y1, then the lines will pass to a single point. There will be a set of parallel lines. There will be one line only, none of this. Do you understand that? Here what he is saying, m is fixed and x1 is fixed. M is fixed and x1 is fixed. That is y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. What he's saying is m is fixed and x1 is fixed. Y minus y1 is equal to, let us suppose m is some 2, x is some 1, because he is saying it is fixed. Then for different, what he means to say, here the line equation will be 2x minus y plus y1 minus 2 equal to 0. Then for different values of y1, what happens? The constant changes. Let y1 is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Then how the line will be? 2x minus y minus 2 equal to 0 and 2x minus y minus 1 equal to 0 and 2x minus y plus 0 is equal to 0. If you write 3, 2x minus y plus 1 equal to 0. Just observe, the constants are differing. Rest all are same. What is the slope of this? It is minus a by b, 2. What is the slope of this? 2. What is the slope of this? 2. What is the slope of this? 2. All slopes are equal. All slopes are equal. Yeah, Raghu said that will come. Area of the triangle I have taken separately. I'll teach that later. So all the slopes are equal means lines are parallel for different values of y1. I think it is clear. It is clear. He is saying m and x1 are fixed. That is why I took m as 2. I took m as 2 and x1 as 1. And I am varying y1 now. And thereby I have got all parallel lines. Let us check. Let us check the answer. I think it is clear for you. I am clearing it. What is the answer? Making this one the equation x1 fixed or drawn by y1. Then the lines will pass through a single point. There will be a set of parallel lines. There will be one line only. None of these. Anyone, can you answer? Anyone, can you answer the option? Option, please. B. There will be set of parallel lines. There will be set of parallel lines. And one more thing here. I am explaining you now the angle between two lines. Angle between two lines, please. X-axis, Y-axis, because the problems are consisting of that. I have taken that as a separate concept. Let me introduce here itself. No problem at all, it is easy. X-axis and Y-axis. Now there are two lines here. One line is slope is m1. Another line slope is m2. Let me say the slope of this line as m1 and the slope of this line as m2. And the inclination of this line is theta 1. And the inclination of this line is theta 2. Theta 1 and theta 2. And what is the angle between these two? Theta 1 minus theta. I think it is clear. The inclination of first line is theta 1 and the inclination of second line is theta 2 and the angle between the two lines is theta 1 minus theta 2. Now apply, let it be theta here. I am taking the angle between the lines as theta. Then it is nothing but tan theta is nothing but tan of theta 1 minus theta. Everyone knows the formula tan of A minus B, tan A minus tan B divided by 1 plus tan A tan B. What is tan theta 1? Slope of the first line m1, slope of the second line m2 divided by 1 plus m1 m2. So this is the formula to find out the angle between two lines. What is the limitations of theta? 0 less than or equal to theta less than or equal to 180 degrees, please. So tan theta formula m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2. And if theta is 0, the conditions please. If theta is 0, theta is equal to 0 degrees, implies lines are parallel, or reverse also you can take. If the lines are parallel, what is the condition here? If the lines are parallel, theta is equal to 0 degrees. Implies, put theta 0 here, tan 0 0, and m1 minus m2 equal to 0, and thereby you will get m1 is equal to m2. So if two lines are parallel, slopes are equal. Two lines are parallel, slopes are equal. Number 2, if the lines are perpendicular, then tan 90 undefined, denominator undefined. Denominator becomes 0. Denominator 0. Denominator 0 means 1 plus m1 m2 0. Then m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. Very important please. If two lines are perpendicular, product of their slopes is minus 1. If two lines are perpendicular, product of their slopes is minus 1. If two lines are parallel, then their slopes are equal. If two lines are parallel, then their slopes are equal. And if two lines are perpendicular, product of their slopes is minus 1. This is what I want to explain you. And after that we will have cos theta formula also. Then I will discuss the link of the cos theta to 3D and vectors also. Now, coming to the next question please. Fourth one, can you try and tell me this? The equation of the straight line passing through the point 3, 2 and perpendicular to the line y is equal to x. One more technique I'll tell you. Just listen first. One more technique I'll tell you. The line parallel to are you with me? The line parallel to ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is in the form of ax plus by plus k equal to 0. Why is it so? The slopes are equal, only constant differs. Slope is minus a by b, slope is minus a by b. So, this is the point to be noted. Next one please. If you understand this, in the problems it will be easy for you. Next, the line perpendicular to ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is in the form of, just remember this, all of you. What is the slope here? Minus a by b. Slope of the second line, we don't know, but we know that it is perpendicular. So perpendicular line slope b, m, this is m1, this is m2, must be equal to what? Minus 1. Just now we have seen m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. Yes answered question number 4 as answer B. That's good. Let us check it out. So what is m2 here? B by a. Remember, whenever you know the slope of the line as minus a by b, the slope of its perpendicular will be its negative reciprocal. It's negative reciprocal. If the slope is minus a by b, its perpendicular slope will be b by a. B by a. Remember that. Now, the technique is just reverse these two and change the sign in between. That is bx, ay. If you have plus there, put minus here. If you have minus there, put plus here. Plus k is equal to 0. Remember this. So what is the slope of it? It is b by a. Just check it out. It is b by a. So the line parallel to ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is in the form of ax plus by plus k equal to 0. The line which is perpendicular to the line ax plus by plus c equal to 0 will be in the form of bx minus ay plus k equal to 0. So remember that. Remember that it is always, if two lines are mutually perpendicular to each other, then the slope of one line is known to be, a by b, then the slope of other line will be, it's negative reciprocal. It's negative reciprocal. That's what it is. Coming to the next part of it. Now question, let us see. I hope everyone understands this. We are moving on to the fourth question, and Yash answered the question number 4 as B. Let us check it out. The equation of the straight line passing through 3, 2 and perpendicular to the line y is equal to x. Y is equal to x means the line equation is in the form of x minus y equal to 0. The line is x minus y is equal to 0. Perpendicular line equation. What is that I said? Simply interchange the coefficients. And change the sign in between. It is 1, no problem. So even if you interchange also, you'll get the same, but minus is to be reversed. It is plus. Is equal to, substitute the point, 3 plus 2. Okay. X plus y is equal to 5. X plus y is equal to 5 is the answer. Yes, answered it correct. And driving officer is saying if you give the proof, student will be more happy. Which proof, please? Which proof? Just mention it. So that's what the question number 4. Next, question number 5, please. The equation of the line perpendicular to the line and passing to the point at which it cuts x-axis. It cuts x-axis. On x-axis, which is 0. On x-axis, y is 0. Put y 0 here. Then what will be x? X is a. Then the point on x-axis is a comma 0. and we need the line perpendicular to this line. Then what is that I said? Just interchange them. X by B minus is there, reverse the sign, plus y by A is equal to substitute the point A by B plus 0 by A. See that please? If you do not understand, I'll explain it again. How to write the perpendicular line equation? You have to interchange the coefficients of x and y and reverse the sign in between. I reverse the sign in between. This is minus, this is plus. Its coefficient is 1 by b, I wrote it for x. Its coefficient is 1 by a, I wrote it for y. Is equal to through which point it is passing through? It is passing to the point where it cuts x-axis. On x-axis which is 0, y is 0. By putting y is equal to 0, you got x equal to a. So the required point is a comma 0. So this perpendicular line is passing through a comma 0, and hence I substituted a by b plus 0 by a is equal to a by b. So answer is x by b plus y by a is equal to a by b. Which option it is? Any? Which option please? It's clear. It is option D. Arun, is the letters are clear for you? Okay. So the option is D here. The option is D. Now I expect the answer for the sixth one from you please, or otherwise I'll leave it. Simple. X minus y, substitute the point. X minus y is equal to, substitute the point, 1 minus 2. So x minus y plus 1 equal to 0. Y minus x minus 1 equal to 0. Both are same. Go to the next one. If the equation y is equal to mx plus c, x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to p represents the same straight line, then this is also an important concept. What is that? If two lines two equations, I must say, if two equations a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0 represent the same line. Important please. Represent the same line, then the coefficients of the respective variables are proportional. A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2, then they represent the same line. If they are parallel, parallel condition, A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is not equal to C1 by C. Condition for parallelism. If they are intersecting, intersecting, then very simple, A1 by A2 not equal to B1 by B2. Just remember this, you know this in your lower classes itself. You know this in your lower classes itself. If they represent the same line, A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. If they are parallel, A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 not equal to C1 by C2. If they are intersecting, A1 by A2 not equal to B1 by B2. Okay. Now, if you say this now, y is equal to mx plus c, x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is equal to p, represent the same straight line. Anyone, can you try that? Write them in the proper form. Mx minus y minus c equal to 0. Mx minus y plus c equal to 0. And this one, x cos alpha plus y sin alpha minus p equal to 0. A1 by A2 or A2 by A1, whatever you can take, no problem. Cos alpha by m is equal to sin alpha by minus 1 is equal to minus p by c. Then if you see the options here, there is no alpha present here. If you see options here, there is no alpha present here. So alpha is to be eliminated. Alpha is to be eliminated, which implies cos alpha is equal to, cos alpha is equal to minus mp by c. And sin alpha is equal to p by c. Sin alpha is equal to p by c. Squaring and adding, please. Squaring and adding. Anyone? Do you tell me the answer? Cos square alpha plus sin square alpha. 1 m square p square by c square plus p square by c square. So what is the answer? Just check it out. He has taken square root of it. C square is equal to C square is equal to P square into M square plus 1. The C, what is C here? P root over 1 plus M square. You must write plus or minus also. He has not given plus or minus. So your C is P root over 1 plus M square. Your C is P root over 1 plus M square. You must write it as plus or minus. You must write it as plus or minus, so your answer is option B. Your answer is option B. Okay? Options for 7. Yeah, I have shown it. So, two lines here, the concept that is to be learned is two lines are said to be same. Two lines are representing the same two equations. I'm sorry, two equations a1x plus b1y plus c1 equals 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equals 0 represents the same line equation if their corresponding coefficients are proportional. If their corresponding coefficients are proportional and hence their corresponding coefficients are compared here, cos alpha by m is equal to sin alpha by minus 1 is equal to minus b by c. Thereby we have got cos alpha value, sin alpha value, and squaring and adding you have got 1 is equal to m square p square by c square plus p square by c square, which implies c square is equal to p square into 1 plus m square. So option B. It is option B, please. Coming to the next one. 8th one, please. A line passes through the point of intersection of these two and parallel to the line. Point of intersection, let me teach you the short form of it. Better you remember this. You may be knowing this. This is called cross multiplication method. a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0. a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. Everyone knows this cross multiplication method. You might have done in your lower classes itself. But we are making it convenient for our fast calculation. For our fast calculation, we are making it convenient. Very simple. X comma y, if you want, the denominators are same. Fill the denominators first, and to get the denominator, cross multiply by closing constant. By closing constant, cross multiply this. A1 B2 minus A2 B1. So the denominator is to be filled with A1 B2 minus A2 B1. A1 B2 minus A2 B1. And what about the numerator? Numerator is to be calculated or calculated by the cross multiplication by eliminating x here. Eliminate x. And numerator of x is got like this: b1 c2 minus b2 c. So it is b1 c2 minus b2 c1. And the numerator of y is to be calculated using x coefficients and constant. That is, you have to eliminate y here. And it is got like this. It is got like this. C1A2. Yeah, someone said option A. Yes, I am coming to you. Just wait. C1A2 minus C2A1. C1A2 minus C2A1 is the numerator of C1A2 minus C2A1 is the numerator of y. C1A2 minus C2A1. Let me take an example, please. Example 2x minus 3y plus 1 equal to 0. Within one step you can write the answer. 3x plus 2y minus 2 equal to 0. Point of intersection is equal to just do it like this. Fill the denominator by closing constants, by avoiding constants. 2 into 2, 4, minus of minus 9. 4 plus 9, 13. To write the numerator of x, avoid x and take this. Minus 3 into minus 2, 6, minus 2, 4. To take the coefficient, the numerator of y coordinate, avoid y and cross multiply. Only from right side but not from left side. Only from right side but not from left side. 1 into 3, 3 plus 4, 7. So this is the point of intersection. You can write within one step. You can write within one step the answer for within one step to find out the point of intersection there. Okay, I hope everyone understand this. Let us write within one step the point of intersection of these two. Point of intersection of these two. What are the lines here? Just see this carefully, please. 2x plus y minus 5 equal to 0. And x plus 3y plus 8 equal to 0. Now the point of intersection, directly I am writing, you also practice it. It is 6 minus 1, 5. X coefficient, avoid x here, eliminate x here. 8 plus 15, 23. To get the numerator of y, avoid y here and cross multiply only from right side, not from left side. Minus 5 minus 16 minus 21. This is the point of intersection. A line passes through the point of intersection of 2x plus y minus 5 equal to 0, x plus 3y plus 8 equal to 0 and parallel to the line. Parallel to the line means the line which is parallel to 3x plus 4y is equal to 7 will be in the form of 3x plus 4y is equal to k. Only constant differs for the parallel lines. Substitute here. 3 into 23 by 5 plus 4 into minus 21 by 5. Calculate the constant, please. 69 and it is minus 84. 69 minus 84, it is minus 15. Minus 15 by 5, minus 3. So 3x plus 4y is equal to 3. This is the answer. Now let me come to your doubts there. What is that? Arun is saying something. What Arun is saying, Sir, if it is C1 by C2, then why are we using P by C instead of C by P? No, not like that, Arun. It is A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. Or you can write A2 by A1 is equal to B2 by B1 is equal to C2 by C1. Either of the ways are true. Either of the ways is correct. I used A2 by A1 is equal to B2 by B1 is equal to C2 by C1. Both are same, please. No confusion there. Next, Pratham Shah, option A. That's right. Pratham, you are correct. Pratham, I planned a dedicated session for you, that is exclusive session for you to discuss only the questions in the straight line by revising some concepts. Yesterday I started it, but you did not attend the session. Today also you have the same session by 8:30. Did you attend it yesterday, Pratham? I think no. I'm just doing it for you only. Right, that's the answer. Hope Arun, I clarified your doubt. Next, coming to ninth question. The same question, I'm leaving it. The equatorial line joining the horizon to the point minus 4, 5. Yes, Srinivas is asking one more doubt here. What he's saying is, instead of y2 minus y1 by y minus 1. Sir, we can use, what is that? Sir, we can use y2 minus y1 by y minus y1 now. It's not clear, your question is not clear. The equatorial line which cuts off intercept 3 units on OX and intercept minus 2 on OY. It is x-intercept, 2-intercept form. Direct question, x by a plus y by b is equal to 1. So x by 3 and minus y by 2 is equal to 1. Okay, brother. Okay. So x by 3 minus y by 2 is equal to 1. This direct question. The equation of the line through minus 3, 4 and perpendicular to the line. Perpendicular to the line means just reverse the coefficients and change the sign in between. 4x minus 3y. Substitute the point is equal to 4 into 3 minus 3 into minus 4. Check the answer, please. 4x minus 3y, it is 12 plus 12, 24. 4x minus 3y is equal to 24. Minus 24 equal to 0. This is the answer. He wrote it in this form because 4 by 3 is the slope. He wrote it in this form. So that is a 12th question, please. I hope you everyone understand that. That's a simple question. Next one. Equation of the line passing through 1, 2 and parallel to the line. Direct question, y is equal to 3x. Slope will be same. Parallel lines, no. Y is equal to 3x is given and you will get y is equal to 3x plus k. Only constant differs. Y is equal to 3x plus k. Okay, so now it is passing through which point? 1, 2. So substitute that. 2 is equal to 3 plus k. K is equal to minus 1. K is equal to y minus 1 means y is equal to 3x minus 1. Y is equal to 3x minus 1. Where is it? Y is equal to 3x minus 1. This one. Y is equal to 3x plus 3 minus 2. No. Not that. y is equal to 3x minus 3 plus 2, this one. That is the answer, option C. Okay. Now equation of the line passing perpendicular, the same lines please, same equations. I am not taking up this. The equation of the line passing the intersection of the line x equals 0, y equals 0, and through the points 2, 2. That means origin and 2, 2. Origin and 2, 2. You can straight away do that. This is 2-point form. What values of a and b intercepts cut off on the coordinate axis by the line x plus by plus 8 equals 0 are equal in length but opposite in sign to those of cut off by the line 2x minus 3y plus 6 equal to 0. From 18th onwards, we will be working out in the next session, please. We'll be working out in the next session from 18th onwards. Remember that. And we'll discuss some more concepts in the next class. And then okay. So see you in the next session. Namaste.